We're living through a situation in the UK where every crime incident is being treated like the state is being overrun with criminals and you can't even step outside. You even have people tweeting hysterically about how they're not safe anymore. So we had the train attacks, obviously, which is one person apparently stabbing few people on a train. Obviously horrific and all that kind of stuff. We've had all these right-wing crazy people talking about, oh my god, getting the train is not even safe. We have to arm ourselves with weapons, blah blah. Ignoring the fact that, as Jones pointed out in his debate with another left-wing weirdo who seems to be obsessed about how much crime is going on, crime is falling dramatically, especially in London and across the country. Violent crime is down in any kind of category you talk about. Stabbings, shootings, deaths, all of that kind of stuff. But these right-wing people, because it fits their political agenda, they won't stop complaining about the fact that the country is being overrun with criminals, which is not true at all. Obviously, their foolish answer to that is always, we have to deport all the migrants because some migrants are overrepresented in this kind of data and some nationalities are overrepresented in these kind of crimes and that kind of crime. And so once we get rid of all those people, even when, like we see in the case of the train attacks, the person was British and was born here, if only we deport them, even though they're already British, that would solve everything. Like these stupid idiots. Obviously, as I've always pointed out, the reasons why people do crimes are almost always the same across every race. If you took a batch of 100 criminals that are white, black, just take a sample from every racial group we can make up, because they're all made up categories, right? What you'll find is the reasons why the people do these things are always the same. They're always people from usually poor socioeconomic backgrounds, grow through poverty, probably some domestic violence in their childhood, probably a single parent household, maybe they didn't go to school and achieve any good grades for any kind of significant period of time. All those things are the indicators. Like all those things I've described, if you describe someone who's poor, who probably didn't finish, secondary school or sixth form or anything like that, probably didn't go to university, has a history of, maybe child abuse or domestic violence or grew up in a care system. If you triangulate that kind of population and then try and pick a criminal, there's a very, very high likelihood they'll be represented in those statistics. That shows that it's not really obviously, clearly, it's not an ethnic problem or racial problem. It's a societal problem. And those people need even more help to prevent these kind of outcomes happening to them. If all you're going to do is demonize the situation and poison the debate by going on about migrants and how some people's cultures are superior to the other one, you're not going to solve anything. And we didn't even solve these problems by trying to tackle specific racial groups. The reason why we've had a success story, which is what we should be talking about when it comes